The Child Queen, the tragic life of Isabel of France. She was only 6 years old, a child still learning how to speak, how to dream, when she was told to kneel before a king and marry him. The grand aisle of St. Paul's Cathedral loomed high above her, its ancient stones echoing with the whispers of courtly ambition. At its end stood King Richard II, 23 years her senior. The child was Isabel of France, daughter of King Charles VI. Too young to read, too young to write, but old enough, in the eyes of kings, to be a political pawn. Her marriage was not born of love. It was a treaty, a temporary truce in the long and bloody 100 Years' War. At just 7 years old, she was crowned Queen of England. No mother beside her, no childhood ahead, only titles and silence. But peace does not last in times of war, and queens, especially child queens, hold no real power. When Richard was overthrown and murdered in captivity, Isabel, barely a teenager, was left a widow in a foreign land. She was returned to France, but not as a princess. She was damaged goods in the eyes of court politics. And still, her suffering wasn't over. Plans were drawn to marry her again, this time to the future Duke of Orleans. But Isabel refused. For the first time in her life, she said no. She died young, only 19, a queen, a widow, a bride, but never truly herself. Isabel of France was born into power, but lived in captivity. Her story isn't one of glory. It's one of sacrifice, sorrow, and silence. A girl who was never allowed to be a child. A queen whose voice history nearly erased. If you believe her story deserves to be remembered, like, share, and subscribe to explore more hidden chapters of forgotten lives. Because history isn't just kings and conquests, it's the quiet tragedies too.